This is our Nissan Silvia S13, but wait, it didn't always look like this. Let me take you back to November of 2022, to the day we got it. Grab a coffee, grab a snack, and enjoy this crazy emotional journey of some clueless guys in garage with the vision to make a very cool project car. Okay, we need to put the new car in the garage, but it's way too messy, so we need to clean the garage up. Okay, I think now we can get the car inside.
So we took the engine out, and for now let's just take everything out of the car so we can see each part properly. As you can see, there is car full of parts from the back, from the front, everywhere.
And from the back. Okay, the easy part of the job is done. Now the actual real job starts.
Man, I've never seen a car in like.
We never had a car that, I mean, except your car, actually. It wasn't that many pieces, but otherwise we've never done anything like this.
We know nothing about S chassis in general, so
If this would be an old Beamer, it would be done very fast.
I mean it looks pretty easy because it's still a 90s car, you know, it's very simply built. But I bet there's gonna be some things that we should know, but we don't know.
You know what scares me the most? Which is the only one thing that I know 100% we are not touching. Let me show you.
The spaghetti.
The spaghetti right here. What is this? How do you people understand this? I don't know. Oh, my toe.
Many of you ask in the comments, is it gonna be a drift car? Is it gonna be you know, a street car or like a stance event car? When I think about our cars, we have, like, I already have super nice drift car, the Miata, which is perfect for me. I don't really need another car. I don't need a competition car because we're not interested in drift competition. What we are missing is a nice street car that we can like enjoy driving on a nice day.
I think you forgot Lada.
Lada is different. Marek has his Lada, but this is his own car that he you know, dreamt of, so this is his thing. For me this car means a bit more because when I moved back to England, before I got my Miata, my initial plan and dream was an S13, and I went for the Miata because I was like, I'm never gonna be able to afford an S13. Now a couple years after, there's this situation happened that we actually got one, which is super cool, and I think making a very clean street car out of this would be something that we're gonna go for. So this car is not gonna be a drift car. Probably we're gonna keep the diff open or put an LSD on it, but it's gonna be just car. You just go on a roll, don't care about anything, just enjoy it, and like a perfect weekend car. I'm gonna tell you what we want to do for this day, but obviously everything can change in the future. So we want to keep the stock body on it. We don't want to put the drift body kit with like BN Sport bumpers and wide body fenders. We want to have this car street legal, and I really like an S chassis with small wheels. So I'd like to put the 15-inch wheels on it, have it nicely fitted with a tire, and you know, like a long exhaust, a bit of details here and there, but keep the car simple and clean.
When it comes to the front, we actually really love the way this car looks as it is, but right here in Poland there is a pretty decent amount of these S13s, and they all look amazing. But We both love Sileighty look, you know, when there's the 200SX back and the PS13 front. Maybe we should put PS13 front and then have something much more different. How many Sileighty's do you actually know, like in Poland?
I know one from
One.
Max.
We know one.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any around Poland, so I think that would also make the build a bit more interesting and different. For many people, of course, the pop-up headlights are the most amazing thing, and they are amazing, we agree. But yeah, Sam has a Miata, Boza has one, I had one, and we're pretty used to them, and they are really nice. But we just feel like having something different, and I think with this, PS13 front would look very interesting. We're still thinking about it because finding those parts and the headlights especially will be very tricky for us. But let us know in the comments, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer PS13 front or the front that it has already?
Let us see the bottom of this car.
Someone living here, for sure.
Yeah.
My guy.
Speeder.
My guy Spiderman. But actually...
Oh, we have adjustable arms.
Oh, that's very good for the rear, that's perfect. So originally, before we lifted the car, the idea was to get everything off now, get all the subframe off, and then send it off to powder coat it and sandblast it. And looking at this, it's actually not bad.
The whole bottom of the car has been body sealed, and the whole suspension has been like either painted. I think it's a paint.
There is some areas that, you know, should be worked on, but nothing really major. I still don't know what this is. Please comment what this is.
Okay, Marek, so out of all these parts, yeah, which one we should do first?
Well, the car doesn't drive, so it would be nice to start with the engine. But I think I have a better idea. No? Oh, I think it's time to lower it.
Alright. So of course it would be nice to put a set of new coilovers on the car, but we got these with the car. And I don't really know what they are because we don't have this company here. It says it's Racing Logic Ultra Complex.
It sounds complex, and there's racing, which is perfect for us.
I couldn't find online any info if these are like something budget and Chinese or actually good. But because we have them, we might as well install them. For sure what we need to get new is brakes.
So this goes bin.
These discs are trash. We need to order new discs and new brake pads. We have some fresh calipers here. I don't know yet if those are front or back, but it's good that we have them. Oh yeah, for now let's clean these and try to install them on the car.
Yeah.
These are the front coilovers and they come with camber plates, but as you can see they haven't been touched since a while, so the hardware is very rusty and overall it's pretty rough around. So I went to the shop, I bought the new hardware, and this is how it looked after 10 minutes of work. Before. Oh. You know what I realized? The S13 bolt pattern is 4x114.3, and the only wheels we have with this bolt pattern are Kevin's.
Okay, let's go. Are you sure about this?
Let's find out.
This is gonna be funny.
I mean, we said we want to have small wheels, but
we didn't exactly mean 13s, but... Yes.
Oh no.
Ah, I see the issue now.
Yeah. The studs are too short for these wheels. Man, this hood looks so good.
Okay, so Kevin's wheels don't fit, but Sam found something very interesting at the back of the garage.
Which is
Bozo's old wheels.
Boss's Miata wheels. They have two patterns, and one of the pattern is actually the S13 pattern.
Let's see.
And that's a 15, so that's kind of size that we want to run on this car. And oh my days, blood. I'm finishing with this combi plate now. The other one is ready, so let's put the front ones in.
Plop, plop, plop.
Okay, so we moved to the front of the car, we took out the wheel, and we noticed that the fronts are 5 studs. So this hub, or probably this whole knuckle, is from the newer, probably S14 or S15 Silvia. Fortunately, with all the parts we have there, we found 2 hubs with 4 studs pattern, and this is the one we want, because as you know, we want to run small wheels, and most of the small wheels, like 15s, they come with a 4 stud pattern, and people do change the S13 front knuckles or hubs to run bigger wheels with 5 studs. Our job for now is to change those and probably get the new brakes as well. This is so low, too low, and 13's no chance. Also, there's no disc brakes. I think when you put the disc brakes and calipers, no way you can fit 13s.
We can use grinder.
We finished, pretty much. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Bozo was here all day, like...
Helping. Yeah,
so
Manga,
hard.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wanted to just put the engine inside, in the engine bay, just to look at it. And the car is already too low for this to go under. So, on that disappointment, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next video. So basically, I drove 750 kilometers to get a few little spicy things. To start with, a lot of random plastics that don't make sense, but they do make sense.
Yeah, so for the S13 we have back seats, a lot of these seals for the doors and windows that we were missing, and a lot of plastics for inside.
And also, the big thing.
So, you know how last video we were saying that we want to do a Sileighty with the PS13 front? And like, so many people said that, yeah, it's gonna take a while, to find those parts. Of course, they super rare to find that, the bumper, the hood and
the
everything.
lights.
My guy Marek here, yeah, his mission was complete.
Don't worry about this, but look at this. If this is not spicy, I don't know what is.
So here we have the whole parts that we need to make a Sileighty. Nissan! Let's take it inside, no?
Yes, let's take it all inside.
Okay. I wonder how long it's gonna take us to just put it like roughly together. Probably.
I think altogether, to take it off, put it on, 3 hours.
What? I was gonna say 10 minutes. No, like roughly, just to put it on place.
Yeah, roughly 20-30 minutes.
Let's put it just roughly, just to see how it looks. Okay?
Okay, let's do it.
Took us 7.5 minutes.
No bad.
Obviously, everything is just not. It's not mounted at all, but.
Man, the look. Oh, man.
Oof, I think it's looking fresh, no?
Yes.
Bozo, what you say?
Yes, yes, look at this lump, man. Look at it, the fitment.
The fitment.
So good.
The fitment.
The fitment is like our E30
Yeah.
right now.
Sheesh. Check how it looks with the
No,
grill.
grill season is over, man.
Wait, one sec.
But there is plus minus.
I don't know, this grill is a bit weird.
Yeah.
We should go for the Silvia grill.
Grill
with the
season is over.
grill season is over.
Okay, so smoothly moving on.
So we have all the parts for inside the car here on the floor. We checked roughly what is what, and the first thing that we need to do with them is clean them, because they have been lying in like a basement or something, and they are pretty disgusting.
This is disgusting, and we need to fix that.
Okay, let's try to put everything in.
Basically, to put the carpet into the car properly, we need to take off the whole front panel. Dash, yeah, the front dash. And luckily, in all Japanese cars, they are not mounted very difficult. It was like 10 screws or something, and all of them are 10, so pretty easy.
Oh no, it's gonna be hard. Boogie! Boogie, I need someone strong. Would that help? Wait, it needs to go.
Well, and so the idea was just to put the carpet in really quickly, in like 5 minutes, and pretty much like 45 minutes later, maybe 1 hour, it's in, because we had to take off half the deck just to get in there.
Dash.
Yeah, the dash. But now it's in, it lines in most places, which is good, and we can proceed.
Oh, now we need to mount the dash back and still try to get rid of the steering wheel.
We don't need to mount the dash back because Archie's going to do electrics.
Oh yeah, true.
And as long as we keep all the bolts, which we will lose, it's fine. We can just leave the desk here. It's not, yeah, not in a way.
Okay, let's not mount it then.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
That's actually nice.
I mean, I wouldn't fit here at the back for sure.
With a close one.
No chance. Try.
How is it?
No chance for me to sit here when there is a front seat here. Look.
Yeah, even for me. Nah, for me it's fine.
For you, it's fine, but imagine when it's low and it's gonna have nice suspension, hard one. Any bump.
No, but I think if we paint this silver black, because I don't really like the silver.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, this is full, this we think. And then like
we
this
need a glove
steering
box.
wheel. We need a glove box as well.
We definitely need a glove
And the
box.
seats.
Super vibey.
Chilling.
You're looking peng as
We
fuck,
could do
man.
podcast here.
Podcast?
Podcast in
No,
the back
podcast
of
is supposed to
S13.
be in rolling.
No, but look. Feels nice, like a car. So for the next video with the S13, we have a couple things to do. We need to install the front brakes, so new discs and new pads that we ordered already. We also need to install the parts inside the engine bay that needs to go before the engine goes, which is a clutch master cylinder and a brake master cylinder or pump or whatever you call it. And also we need to kind of start working on the body. We need to get rid of the old paint, probably put a primer on the car and see what we need to work with. For sure the boot is very rough and the back arches, they need to be redone like fully. After all those, I think there's gonna be time for the engine.
So basically, yeah, the next video will most likely be all the, what Sam said, all the bodywork stuff and all these little plastics still, and a bit of things in the engine bay. But then the next video after that will already be the engine work, and that will take some time, but exciting.
Yeah, we also need to put the drive on, the diff, the shafts, and all the little things, you know.
It's gonna be our first time putting the engine in together like this, no?
Yeah.
Like ourselves.
Yeah.
Really? Because usually people did it in
No, we did Miata before.
Yeah, but that was from 1.6 to 1.8.
Yeah.
There wasn't much difference.
But this engine is from an S chassis as well, so it should be... How hard can it be?
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy job, man. Good morning, people on the internet. It's actually afternoon, and today is finally the day when we're gonna start working actually on the things that don't matter in a car at all, which is a bit stupid, is the brakes. So we got some nice goodies here. Some brake pads and brake discs for the front. The guy in the shop said that this is for Nissan Almera, but it's okay.
Maybe he didn't know what he's selling. Let's see. I think this should work. With this should be fine.
Oh,
I bet something's not gonna fit.
of course. Oh,
That fits. This one's R, so it's right.
right.
So it's
So
the
this
other
one is left. We don't have any nuts to hold them, no?
Yeah, there's no nuts. We need to buy some nuts. Like this. Oh yeah, look different.
Yeah, perfect. Now the question is, will these fit?
Brembo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one.
Seems alright.
Okay, so I think just to put the brakes on, we need these two. Okay, we have a new brakes in. Unfortunately, these wheels are too small now to fit, so we're gonna go back. Oh, we're not gonna go back.
They were 5-stud.
I was just gonna say that we're gonna go back to the Steelies, but the Steelies were 5-stud ones. These are 4-stud ones.
What else do we have that's 4-stud?
I don't think we have anything. Why? hard for me to find a brake master cylinder and a brake booster for the S13. I couldn't find anywhere new parts, so I decided to buy a used one. The good thing is that we know it's gonna fit because it's from the S13. The bad thing is that we don't know if it actually works, but let's just hope it's gonna work and see if it fits. We just need to connect this one to the pedal and then just put a master cylinder here, like so, and boom, voila. Okay, so the brake master cylinder is in, and that means the time has come
To test yet another technique.
because we're still struggling with taking out the steering wheel from here. We tried to do Jimmy Ox's method, it didn't work. We tried force, it didn't really
We
work.
tried boogie, didn't work, which is very strange.
And then Boogie's grandpa gave us this, and he said, use this.
So we need to figure this out, what this is.
This is professional tool.
This is ball grabber.
Ball
Ball grabber.
Yes, you can.
Boom. 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 Okay. So we're gonna approach the topping smart with the head. Not like the others, you know. They would try to rip it off, I don't know, use... You know, don't be aggressive, just think.
Smart.
Boom.
You've got it.
Hey, wait. We can try Jimmy Oaks' technique, but with hammers. Where's the hammer?
Yes! And now we need to go to our very good friend Buczek and get a few very nice parts.
Wait, we cannot go Buczek with empty hands. Oh, that's a good game. Hey! Okay, Marek, you know what you do?
Okay, I will try to remember. So
Yeah. So you
left
take,
hand, right hand.
so you take a beer and
Shushak.
he gives you this.
Oh, in Shushak. If you can Shushak, no problem.
No, I'm not that good.
No?
Yeah, not that
Too
big.
small.
I don't have that much of a zoom lens, you know. Okay. Ready? You need to say
And you
action.
have to say
You need to say action.
Action! Oh, mister, kurwa. Tak.
Tak?
Tak.
Good? Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Take this shit.
Thank you.
Okay.
Subscribe.
Sheesh. That's super nice.
Man.
So this is the car they made for Darek's son, right?
Yes.
Man, it has bigger brakes than your Miata.
That is true though. Look at the fitment though. Oof.
So cold, man. You know what would be nice right now, yeah?
What?
To eat the Mackies. Some place where we can chill for a bit, and like a zone where we can chill. You know?
Like a chilling zone.
Yeah, like a chilling zone where we could sit down and eat. Usually Sam is having burger first, and I have the fries first, and we never settle this down.
Because what's the point of having fries?
What's the point of having burger first?
Because
You save the best for the last,
because
and then you enjoy it.
my burger is warm.
It's
When
warm
you eat
anyway.
when you eat the fries first,
Yeah,
your
because
burger's getting cold.
You eat for 20 minutes, one fries.
My days.
This guy. Fries first, man. Okay. Back to business.
So we went to Buczek's because I was looking for a clutch master cylinder and he texted me that he has one. So it's the same thing as with the brakes. We just connect this one to the pedal and then we mount this one on the engine bay, and boom. Also, we talked to Buchek and we told him about our issues with these. So some, how do you say it, very creative lads, they thought that it's a good idea to put, I don't know, for me it looks like Golf 2 arches. It might be something else, but like, we don't really like this idea. It doesn't really fit the shape of the S13, so we want to get rid of this. And there's two ways to do it. First one would be to cut it out completely and trying to refabricate the OEM arch from metal. The other way is to get a full-size arch made from fiberglass of OEM style arch, same as these. So obviously these are not the best condition, they were taken off some drift car or something, but by putting these in we can have a rough example of how the stock arches should look like, and we can then decide if we like or not the idea of having a fiberglass arches here. So we have a brake master cylinder connected to the brake pedal and a clutch master cylinder connected to the clutch pedal. So probably the next step to do before putting the actual engine in would be to install the brake lines to connect the master cylinder with each wheel, and then actually we are gonna put the engine in. Okay, so now let's proceed to the fenders that we got. Obviously they're bad condition, but we just want to see the shape comparing to these ones, the Volkswagen Golf ones. Let's put them on. I think these are something like plus 50 millimeters wide body thing, and you can clearly see that it's wider than the stock ones.
This is exactly what we wanted to not do, if that makes sense. It's just, we want to keep this body as stock looking as possible.
Yeah, you can see they're much wider than the stock ones.
We need to start working on the body of the car, making it actually, ready for painting and fixing all the little dents that there is on the car. And the biggest issue that we have is the boot lid. It's the worst out of all the body elements. So we need to really work on that.
It's very wavy, and also it has these holes. I think so.
Someone had a spoiler there.
Yeah, so someone was rocking probably very cool looking Fast and Furious spoiler right here. So I think the first thing we need to do with it is weld those back. Let's actually take a sandpaper and see what's underneath this paint.
Boy, blood.
What?
That's so bright right now. Good afternoon, people on the internet. Today is all about the bodywork of the car. We're gonna do a lot of szpachelka and sanding down, and then szpachelka and then sanding down.
So I already started with the front of the car, fixed the dent in the door a bit, fixing now the roof. Then we have those arches, which we're not sure what we're gonna do yet, but the biggest one of them all is the boot. We already started to smoothing out the boot lid, but we're only gonna care about this much of it, because we have this bad boy that's gonna go to the boot like this.
Sheesh.
So we got this from Uncle Gobla. I was looking for a wing to Kevin a couple months ago, and he told me he has this. Didn't work with Kevin because it's from the S13, and now we have an S13. So now we're gonna just smooth out this much of a boot lid, the bit that's actually visible, and don't care about the rest.
And then we're definitely gonna work on that in this video, because that is just disrespectful, man. Okay, so to better understand the situation with the arches, we need to sand them down so we see where it's been welded and just to see more information about them.
So we're sanding down yesterday and realized that it's so much dust in the air that it's not really worth to film it because the camera is getting damaged and it's just very dirty process. So we finished yesterday and we are back today with a fresh mind.
Fresh mind, fresh clothes that are not gonna be fresh anymore. I don't mind sanding. I actually kind of like it and it's satisfying, but the mess that it makes, oh my days.
Yeah.
Mud. For the last couple of days, we've been really contemplating about this car in general, what we want to do with it and how we want to treat it. Do we want to put a lot of effort into it or just make it drivable and that's it? One thing that we were dreading is this engine bay. It definitely has its run, you know, it's damaged in so many places, so many random holes and drills that we don't need, and it's just not very pretty sight.
It looks very fresh from the from afar.
From far away on the video probably looks alright for you, but when you are here, like all this is just destroyed. Like here, everything is bent.
It's just been through some stuff, and I think when we have an engine out and a lot of shit out, we can take some time and just make it more clean.
Yeah, and we were thinking, should we just, you know, put a bit of body filler and, you know, just call it a day, paint it a bit and that's it? Or should we actually strip it all off completely and properly pay attention to it, repaint it properly, weld all these holes shut that we don't need, cut everything out that we don't need? So I think that's what we're gonna do.
So the plan for today is to sand it down and see what's underneath the paint, because we tried yesterday a bit and it was quite a lot of body filler, and like someone put the body filler onto the bare metal, and that's why this body filler just comes off like this very easily.
So we need to strip it all off again.
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah, most of it. Then put, what's the English name? The
Primer.
primer. Put a primer on it, and then put a primer, and then put body filler again.
Yeah, and we also have an idea for the color of the car already, and I think we're gonna paint the engine bay with the same color as we're gonna paint the whole car, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, so we got rid of most of the body filler, the old body filler. That was, most of the places it was put on a bare metal, which is never a good idea. You should put an epoxy primer in between. That's what we learned hard way a couple of times. You see on the engine bay, you have many different holes, and most of them, they won't be needed to use by us. We're gonna leave a couple holes like these probably because they have a thread in it, and you can mount, for example, your power steering reservoir or some other things. But most of the holes, especially the ones without the thread, they're gonna need to go.
Yeah, I would rather weld a bit too many holes and then we can drill new ones if we need to put something in that spot. So yeah. I think it's just better and gonna make it look way cleaner.
So what I'm gonna do now is weld those holes, then grind the welds, and we'll see what's next. Marco's gonna spend some time and cover all the cars and everything because it's just way too much dust, and also we're gonna cover the windows because, like the last video, we were welding I was welding at the back here, and a lot of sparkles and shit was going onto the window, and we don't want to have it damaged. So, yeah. So because we need some space for the S13 inside the garage, I had to move my Miata out, and it's getting very cold now, and some days we really have below 0 degrees, and I really cannot look at my car, you know, standing outside. So we're gonna transport it back to home, and we're gonna put it in the garage where it all started. Oh no, there is bolt. Well, this is going to bin anyway.
Okay, so while they're taking the Miata out, I need to go and make some space for it in our old garage. Man, the memories. Like I said, we're definitely gonna clean it just after we got the new garage. Yeah.
Feels so cool to have this car back here in that place where everything started, actually. Good night. See you spring, I guess. Okay, so pretty much the welding job is finished. The whole process is pretty time and work consuming, but I think it's gonna be worth when we're gonna see the engine bay freshly painted with the color.
What do you think, Bozo?
Oh, Bozo, what do you say?
impressions?
What do you say? Why you spit on my car? The next step is to put the epoxy primer on those parts where we can see the bare metal. Okay, epoxy primer is on. From the archers I've sealed all the welded spots, so now I just need to wait until it gets dry, and we're gonna start with body filler. I'm gonna try to even the surface as much as I can, and for now, while I'm waiting until this gets dry, I think I'm gonna go and cut out this ugly arch and see what's under, because I have a feeling that we're gonna be able to get back to the stock fender shape. Okay, so Volkswagen Golf arch goes to bin, and underneath we found a stock arch that has been cut a little bit over the lip. So on the S13 forum I am on, I asked if there is anyone that can measure for me how many centimeters is from this bit here to the arch. And one of the guys was kind enough to send me the picture, and on the picture I can see that the stock fenders are 5.5 centimeters below this line. In case of our Nissan, it's around 3.5 centimeters. So what that tells us is someone cut out a stock fender 2 centimeters over the lip. And with this information, we know that we need to have 2 more centimeters of steel and a lip to get back to the stock fenders. I'm not gonna do it myself. I don't feel confident enough to play with the arches because they are very visible. So I'm gonna ask my friend who helped us rebuild the E30 front after the accident, and I think he's gonna help us to go back to the stock fenders. But this after, for now, get back to the engine bay. Okay, it's next day, actually evening already. We spent the whole day trying to smooth out this engine bay, but it wasn't very easy, so we had to call the Spachelka master.
I work for NASA.
Why you?
NASA? Yeah? Spachelka? You feel me?
Yeah.
Good.
So Bozo came and he put way more Spachelka than we had before, and he said this is the way to do it.
Yes.
It's very cold in the garage, so Spachelka dries very, very slow. But yeah. Okay, so we spent whole another day here in the garage. We definitely made progress. The engine bay
Just painted it, you touched
Oh
it.
shit. The engine bay is looking much better. It still needs some work though, and we're leaving to England tomorrow for a week, so we're gonna keep it like it is, and when we're back from England we're gonna be back with work here.
In the last video that we posted, we asked you if you want to see more of these sort of videos where nothing very major, good looking is happening here, you know, no major changes to the car, and you said you would like to see those. So here's the video of us working on an engine bay for 15 minutes straight.
For 3 days for us.
Yeah, 3 days for us, 15 minutes for you.
Okay, I just want to show how it looks for now. It's definitely getting there. There is just a little bit spot that I need to put a more body filler, but the whole shape is kind of even now.
And I think for most of you people on the internet, this doesn't look like much of a change, but in real life, if you will see this car,
Oh, it is.
big change.
And I was lucky enough to find this. And this box doesn't contain a toilet. So these are stock S13 arches. It was pretty hard to find them, but one guy was scrapping his car and he had pretty good condition arches. Of course, I won't be able to put them on the car and weld it nicely, so we have Kacper there, who helped us save the E30 after the crash. And today our plan is to make the back arches of an S13 stock. we drew the line where the new arch is gonna be. Need to cut out a bit of the inner arch and then pretty much just weld it on, I guess. Okay, so as you can see, we have the stock arch in place, it's welded, and the welds have been grinded down. So now what we need to do is put epoxy primer over the welds and a body filler, and that will be it. One side done, onto the other side. And boom, just like that, we have stock fenders back on. It went really quick, much quicker than I expected. It's good to have someone that knows what to do and how to do it. And now what we need to do is just put some body filler to even it out. And we are done with the back fenders of the car. And that is it for today, because today is Bozo's birthday. So we're going to have a couple big ones in a pub. Tomorrow back with the engine bay, probably the finish touch. And some exciting parts as well. So, see you tomorrow. Okay, we have next morning. It's super cold in the garage and it's super messy after yesterday.
Oh my days, I just got here, I wasn't here yesterday, I'm so sorry guys. But you know, what is it? Afternoon? Morning now? It's more afternoon. Good afternoon people on the internet.
Let's clean around. Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's way better. Okay, let's get to work.
Proper, let's go.
Okay, so you coming in with Lada, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on some interior parts that are not very interesting for the video. So Sam is gonna work on the, what are you gonna do? Engine bay and
Yeah,
this.
Let's hope by the end of this episode, the arch is gonna be
Beautiful.
We are waiting for the szpachelka to get dry, so we might as well open these boxes. I've ordered a couple things to the S13, so let's start with this one. This one's from M Tuning. I've ordered the engine bushings. So this big box for 2 of these.
I mean, safety is #1 priority.
Just polyurethane, so, and it says Motorsport, look. We're gonna need them to mount the engine inside the chassis, which we're gonna do probably
Next video.
next video, hopefully. This one I am very excited about. This is coming from the UK.
There's actually another package coming from the UK as well at this moment. We just need to wait for it.
And also there's another package coming at this moment from Lithuania with the wheels.
Yes.
So these are, you probably can tell now, a Ganador type mirrors. Alright?
Hello, good day.
What do you think about
How are you today?
They are not fiberglass, they are made from aluminum, same like the original ones. And basically what's special about these, they are one-to-one replica of the OEM ones, which makes them actually perfect because they are not as expensive as the original ones. This company, Shibui Style, they make them for many different chassis. If you want to have such a nice mirrors on your car, hit them up and they definitely gonna help you out. Should we check it out?
Yeah,
So this one, it says S13 left, right?
that's cool.
And are they? Oh, they are.
That's so nice.
Sheesh.
They look swaggy.
So for now they are going back to the box and I cannot wait to put them on. Thank you very much Shibui Style for hitting me up with these. And for everyone interested, go check out the Instagram. And we are back with the arches. So this is how it looks at the moment. I just put the, probably not the last one, but the one before last layer of the body filler, the finished one. And this time I'm gonna try to sand it down completely flat on a flat, how do you call the thing? On the
showing is not very flat.
on the flat thing, and I'm gonna just try to have the flat surface, and then probably that should be it. Hopefully,
Yes.
I was never good at this, but okay. So since there is many things to do with this car, let's keep the track and trying to do one by one, just stick one by one. At the moment we are doing on the body, so the most important thing now is to finish the arches. Oh no, look, I touched some fresh pahelka, no good man. Anyway, finish the arches, that's the main thing, and the engine bay. When we finish the arches in the engine bay and do just little things like this around the body, we want to paint the engine bay with actual color of the car. We want to have it clean and actually ready painted. So that's going to be another thing, is to paint the engine bay. I think next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, the wheels are coming because I'm tracking the package and it should be here. I've ordered super nice wheels. So probably another step is going to be to fit those wheels. We want to fit the wheels before putting the actual paint on the car. Because there might be some, rolling needed and stuff. So fitting the wheels, that's gonna be next. Suspension-wise, we ready our brakes. Shit, the worst thing to do on a car. Brakes we need. I think we're gonna test fit the engine inside the engine bay even before painting. Because if there's any clearance issues, we should know before we paint it. But then actually when the engine bay is painted, the brakes are done, we're gonna actually start working on the engine. So we need to assemble the clutch and the gearbox with the engine together and actually mount the engine. So I think that's going to be the next thing. And then we're going to send the car with the engine in and a separate harness to our friend Archie. He's going to put the harness, connect ECU, connect everything, all the wire stuff. He loves that. And we love him because we don't need to do it ourselves. So after the engine mounting, we're going to do the
Electrics.
spaghetti. And then when we have engine actually running... Oh wait, when should we paint the car? Before putting engine in or after? I think after, no? First the car needs to run.
I actually don't know.
And then the last thing...
Okay, should we paint the car before the engine or after the engine work?
So engine bay is gonna be painted anyway before the engine, right?
Yeah.
But how about...
I think that we should put the engine first and make it run. Because it's still going to be in and out of this garage, into Archie's garage, everywhere. So it's easier to work on a car that you don't care about, in terms of...
So when the car is actually running, we're going to paint it as one of the last things, right? We have already chosen the paint color and believe me, it's going to look absolutely awesome. I think in the meantime, we're still going to polish the wheels and kind of refresh the wheels because I've ordered the used wheels from Japan. Not from Japan, from Lithuania, but before they were in Japan.
I think there's just one more thing that we need to remind me if I just.
This. It still has a couple little spots when you look closer. I don't know if you can see it on the camera at all, like this one. But overall looks like one piece, which I am very happy about because it kind of looks more like the S13 now with these arches. Before it was kind of like S13 combined with the Golf, and now it's now it's proper S13.
Good morning, my most amazing people on the internet. I hope you're all having a great day. Self-love and positivity in 2022. I have boxes of wheels. Let's go.
Today is very exciting day because finally, hopefully by the end of this video, we're gonna feel a lot of progress with this car. For a couple of last days, we've been working on it very hard, but you couldn't really see the progress. But the plan for today is to actually paint the engine bay with the color of the car. That's the first thing. And the second thing, we just got delivery with the wheels.
Sam, why did you buy 6 wheels?
Right, so
we have 4 there.
Yeah, I want to buy 4 wheels, but the guy was selling 6 wheels, so I just bought 6 wheels. I like wheels. Okay, so as you can see, the engine bay is ready for painting. Firstly, we're gonna put the primer on, then we're gonna sand down the primer, and we're gonna put the color on. With the wheels, we're still gonna wait for Bozo to come because he wanted to come here before we unbox them. So we're gonna do the engine bay first, put the primer on, then Bozo should come here, and then we're gonna unbox the wheels. Okay. So about the engine bay, of course it's not perfect. This is not a show car, so we didn't spend, we could spend 2 more weeks just to perfecting every surface and every corner, but we just wanted to make clean a bit better than before. I think anyway it's the car with the cleanest engine bay that we have, and it's much better than before, so I'm happy. Yeah, let's prime it. We have first layer of primer on. Now we need to wait until it gets dry and put the second layer. And now what, Bozo? What are we gonna do?
This.
Now this. Gonna unbox the wheels.
So they're expensive, yeah?
Well, kind of.
Good wheel.
It's a fake SSR Mark III.
But it came from China, so it's upside down.
It's upside... Nah, from Ireland. No, from Australia, it's upside down.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Waka Slim Shady. Oi, oi, oi.
They need a bit of love.
But
Look.
But they're
I like
I
the
like
lip.
the lip, man.
Look how much lip. I have a small hand, but still.
you have small many things.
Okay, so these are for the back, because the front wheels are different. Oh, master. That's the front?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
It may not look like much right now.
They are not as wide as the back one, of course.
but-
Because we are running stock fenders, we couldn't go for anything wider than this, but I think they're gonna look hang. Look at this. Okay, the engine bay has a primer on. Now I'm waiting for it to dry. I just cannot wait. I want to see how these fit onto the car. So they are 15 by 8, minus 12 offset. and these are going for the back. Let's just put the tire on it and see how it's gonna look, how much fitment do we need to work on. Okay, 195 50/15 tire on the 8-inch wide wheel. Let's fit it. It's funny how in S13, 15s are considered small wheels. Usually people put 17s, 18s, sometimes 19s. About the width, this is what we're dealing with. Of course, at the moment the wheel is, I would say, straight in terms of camber. Like I said before, we run adjustable controller, so we can help it a bit with a bit of camber, and that should be perfect. Okay, a couple more hours. We need to wait until the primer will get dry properly because it's a bit cold in here. Then we're gonna spend some time sanding down the primer, and then we're gonna put on the color. So see you then. Okay, so we have prepared the engine bay for painting.
And we got the color here. Here it is. Boogie BMW green.
It's not.
It's not, but it's... Right now it looks like it.
This original Nissan Silvia light green. If you saw Initial D, there was Iketani's car. So it's gonna be two-tone. This is gonna be top of the car, and there's gonna be like dark gray bottom of the car. But the engine bay we wanna paint the same color as the rest.
Okay, so Sam did 3 layers on here of the paint, and now he's preparing the clear coat.
Okay, it's been an hour since I painted the engine bay. I just kept being in the garage, been heating it up. At the moment we have 16 degrees, which is I think not bad, considering outside is 0 or 1 degree. And this is the result. I'm very happy that I decided to paint it myself, didn't give someone else to paint it. Probably someone else would do a way better job than I did, but for me this is a part of learning and experience. It took way longer than we expected, but if we would like to have a perfect show car style engine bay, we probably would need to spend another 2 weeks on perfecting it. The initial idea was just to make it a bit, you know, cleaner and nicer than it was, and I think we succeeded. Now we need to give it 2 or 3 days for the paint to settle properly, and then there's a couple spots that I want to fix. For example, here I was painting with the gun, and then I don't know why, but the paint, the clear coat started dropping from the gun, and there's 2 drops here. This should be an easy fix, just to polish it down. Overall, I'm happy with the job I did, and yeah, it looks much better than before. What I realize now is it would be bad to put something which is not new or clean in this engine bay. I'll try to still use new nuts, new bolts, like as much as I can, just to keep this engine bay, you know, still clean. I think the same color I'm gonna use for the rocker cover on the engine, because at the moment is this funny gold looking, but I think if this would have the same color as the engine bay and everything else would be, you know, black and silver, that would be a very cool engine bay. And I think this is it for this video. Not much else to do. We'll put the tires on front wheels as well. And if you use a lot of imagination, you can see how the car is gonna look, roughly. Good morning. Today, it's all about the engine. Okay, so we have engine here. We cleaned it yesterday a bit just to get rid of the grease and dust. And we also have 2 gearboxes, and the first thing we need to do is to change the housing, because this gearbox is good condition, but it has CA18 housing, and this one has KA housing, but the gearbox broken, so we just need to switch the housings. And then we have some parts here to install, clutch and some clutch accessories, and we're gonna try to maybe fit the engine inside the engine bay today. So me and Marek, we're getting rid of all the tape around the engine bay, and Adaś here is changing the bell housing on the gearboxes. That's the working gearbox, and this is the old gearbox from KA, and as you can see exactly where it was broken. As I said in the previous video, I don't really like the gold color of this one, so we're gonna just take out the valve cover now, sand it down, and paint with the same color as the engine bay. So valve cover is out, and actually looks very clean underneath, way better than my Uzi in Miata when I opened it for the first time. The valve cover itself we're gonna sand down and paint, and also I was lucky enough to find a new gasket, so we don't need to reuse the old one.
Satisfying, no?
Okay, so the big moment came. We have our engine bushings and the engine mounts, and we are gonna try to put the engine with the gearbox, which is already together, into the engine bay, just to check if everything aligns, if we don't need to, you know, do anything around it. It's not gonna go there for good, we're just gonna literally do test fit. I'm laughing because I saw some comments when we bought this car saying that it's going to be standing for 3 years and not driving.
I mean, usually these cars, yeah, they stand for 3-4 years, but...
Yeah. But the progress is real.
Yeah. Yeah, if you spend some time, get all the boys to help, you know, it's moving.
We also checked the intake and intercooler connection. On this side is fine, the other side we need to fabricate.
Cut something out probably. Put some...
No, just fabricate the pipes to go like around,
yeah,
I think.
different pipes, yeah.
It's funny because yesterday we released the video with painting the engine bay, and already today probably we're gonna have a whole new video.
But then again,
I guess that's good.
I mean, then again, for us it's a bit unusual that we're making that many videos, and at first it felt like maybe we are rushing them too much, but then again, we're just working in garage every day. There it is. Right now, the next plan that we're doing right now is we're gonna connect the gearbox to the body of the car, so it's staying in a correct position, and also put the shocks back in and put the wheels on.
So the plan for the end of this video is to have chassis with the engine in, on wheels, standing in the garage, on the floor.
I want to be able to roll the car already.
Yeah, that would be such a cool thing, like to see this car. We bought it, what, a month ago?
Yeah, something like that.
About a month ago we bought it as a rolling shell part, and if we can get it today, like rolling on the garage with the engine in, beautiful engine bay, poof.
painting, bro. Yeah, coming.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I've put the long jumps on the front, and we have a clearance issue with a brake caliper. I don't know how much you guys can see, but it's not a big deal. It's about 2 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters. So there's two ways. We can either shave off the caliper a bit, or we can use a spacer for the wheel. Okay, looks like we have a car. It has engine, it has wheels. What else do you want?
Fresh cut.
Boogie got a fresh cut, ready for Miami trip.
Yes, and I have blue lights.
And I don't know why, but he's painting his BMW 36 lights blue.
I tell you why, because of style.
It's a style.
Yeah, it's blue style.
Blue style. Okay. So we have pretty much one more day before our trip to US, because Saturday we need to get ready. Tomorrow we still need to work on the rear arches from this side and from the other side. And there is these areas which are really rough at the moment. There is like probably 10 layers of different types of paint. So we need to figure out how to get it all nice and smooth. And by the end of tomorrow, it would be super nice to have the car ready for primer. And then when we're back from the States, we're gonna take the engine out, back again, do the brake lines, do the everything around the engine, then put the engine back in, do the wires, start it, paint it, and enjoy it. That's the plan. Boogie?
That's the plan.
Marek, why working on this car takes so long?
Well, usually one day job takes us 6 days to do, because now there is a build your own rocket competition.
Bozo, show me your rocket.
At the moment, Bozo is winning.
Bozo's winning
I'm
because
winning.
his rocket
At
goes...
the end of
the
S13.
fire-
Your shoe is burning. Okay, so I built this rocket.
Okay, so the boys have been working pretty much most of the day, sanding down and putting more spahelka on the back of the car. It wasn't very interesting, so we didn't really film it, and it was really, really dusty in here. At the moment, we're preparing car for the primer already. Okay. Well, this is something.
This is definitely something.
Yes.
I don't know how many days we've been working on it consistently, but seeing the result and real progress really makes it all worth it. And
I think it looks amazing.
okay, and this is how we leave it. Now 2 weeks break, the primer is gonna sit properly in the filler, and then after we're back, we're gonna see still little spots where we need to work on the body, but like just little adjustments. Stay tuned, and I think that'll be big thank you to Kasper for helping again, and for all the people that actually came and helped, because like if it would be just me and Marek, it would be we would still be shaving it.
Yeah,
No, we would still be taking it out of lorry.
Yes.
When it came.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I suppose. Good night, people on the internet. I'm a bit sick, so I cannot talk very loud.
ASMR.
But good morning, people on the internet. I cannot speak at all.
Okay, we have January 4th, and today there's a lot of going on, so let's start with taking out some fresh parts out of the Onion. Out of the car. Kurde, to jest Nightride, spazana firma, co robi? O, ja w to do kościoła idę jutro. Let's check that.
I suppose you can see this on their channel.
I picked up the seats. They're not new, but I'm happy I found them because they can be pretty pricey, and I found them in a good price. Let's maybe get inside.
Go to school, kids.
Okay, so this is one of a pair because the second one's still in the car. Recaro SR3 from Lancer Evo 4. I was looking for foldable seats because I still want to run the car as a 4-seater, and it was hard to find the nice foldable bucket seats. Originally I was looking for a different pattern, but they can be very expensive, so I went for these. The plan is to get rid of this red bit inside and replace it with a different fabric. They should fit very nice with the rest of the car.
I think they're just very nice seats that don't scream, look at me, I'm a racer boy.
Oh yeah, that's
And like, still nice, you know, so.
Let's try to put it in and see what's roughly the position. We still don't have any brackets and
Yeah.
anything, but
That we can sort out.
we have installed the shifter as well, so the interior is coming together. Let's move on with the intake. So we have a custom intake manifold. It still needs to be connected with the throttle body here, which they're gonna do now, and it's still gonna be polished, so it's gonna be nice and shiny. Can you present the fit?
The fitment.
Yeah.
As you know, with my Lada, I'm the biggest fitment guy there is.
So imagine this, all shiny, and a shiny piping come from here, boom, from the turbo. It's gonna look sick, man. So the plan now is to connect the manifold with this flange, and this flange with the throttle body. The throttle body is stock, right?
Yeah, stock throttle body.
Boom. Okay, let's do some welding. We have 1, 2, 3,
And 4.
and 4. 4 welders, and none of us can actually weld. Also today we got a package with those plastics. I don't know the English name, but they go here between the window and the engine bay. They were in the best condition, so I sanded them down and I painted it with like a plastic trim black paint. Yeah, let's put them on. Okay, another thing we need to do is finish off with the brake system, and we only need one more thing to finish with it, and it's stainless braided brake lines. We use Pizza Brakes. Pizza Brakes is a Polish company, and what they do in general is brakes for motorsport. So if you're interested in upgrading your brake system in your race car, in your drift car, or whatever car you have, go check out Pizza Brakes. They have many different sets, brake lines, calipers, you know, brake pads, discs, everything you need for upgrading your brakes. The cool thing about them is they come in, well, pizza boxes. So for today, for the S13, we have braided brake lines. I've chosen blue color, but they have all the colors you need. And also they come with the hardware that you need to install it, all the fittings, all the little plastics, washers and everything. So the job should be easy and simple. So big shout out and massive thank you for Pizza Brakes, and let's try to install them. Okay, the brakes are all connected. Now me and Marek are gonna go through and bleed the brakes, so we actually have a brake system fully working. And the guys are almost ready to start doing intake pipings. The only thing left with the intake manifold is to polish it. At the moment it looks like this. You know, just aluminum. And Marek, do you mind doing a quick polish job?
Of course.
Bang it. Hey Marek, you look a bit sick.
No.
No. So intake is in, throttle body is in, and now we're gonna be working on a piping to connect the throttle body to the intercooler, and then from this side to the turbo. Apparently by the end of the day, which might be hard because it's already probably like 8 or 9 p.m. But by the end of today, we're gonna have an intake system ready, which actually leaves us with only one thing needed to be able to start the car, the cables. The boys are fighting with the intake, and me and Andrzej, we're gonna fight with a fitment. Okay, fitment wise, we have adjustable arms, and they are set all the way to negative camber to hide the wheel and the tire, and it's still poking out a bit. Like that. And I think the rest we need to work out with the tire. I think the tire is supposed to have a taller walls, and that's just gonna allow us for the tire to just kind of work inside the arch, not touching the arch. I don't really want to roll the arch because it looks very nice like this, very stock. Okay, there's been a bit of change of a plan. The original plan was to run SSR Mark IIIs at the back, but they are a bit too wide for the stock S13 arch, and I want to keep it stock. At the front we have long jumps, and they are a bit less wide, and when I bought the long jumps I bought 4 of them, so I have still 2 of them right in a box. And just out of curiosity we installed the long jumps on the back as well, and actually looks much better than Mark IIIs. So here you don't have any poke, they actually hide inside the arch, and I think with these wheels we're gonna be able to have a proper nice fitment up to the tire, maybe get it lower like a centimeter or something, and I think we're gonna just run S13 on long jumps. It's 1 a.m. and we started here at 11, so I think it's about 14 hours. Comparing to the morning, it looks like nothing really changed. But actually a lot of work was done. We're gonna put it all together tomorrow morning because for now it's a bit hard. So see you guys tomorrow. The only thing that left here, actually, is do the cooling lines, cooling pipes, and this is what the boys are gonna do today. We have some aluminum piping, and this is it here. And from here, the car is gonna go straight back to our garage. We're gonna put the body kit all around, connect all the body parts together, like for
good.
how they're supposed to be, and then we're gonna go to paint it. And it's not like regular painting.
This is gonna be something
it's gonna
special.
be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. For now, let's focus on the cooling piping.
Nice hoodie, Sam.
I know. It's,
Very nice.
it's a gift from my friend.
Yeah.
Janek Dąbek. And at that point we left the boys at Archie's. We didn't want to interrupt them, and also we had to go back to the garage to pack our stuff for the Spanish trip. We packed everything, and the rest you'll see in the next episode. But Archie just sent me a video like a couple minutes ago, and it's crazy. So the car is working, the engine is running, basically everything engine-wise, it's finished. Nothing else left.
Good morning, people on the internet. What an exciting time. We're back in the garage, and I have 2 boxes.
Marek! Marek! Okay, so all of those is the plan for today and probably tomorrow.
And day after. I mean, the rear shouldn't be an issue because the rear we already did at Archie's. Like we sort of fitted it, so we know how that is fitted. But the front will be the issue because there's so many little elements that all need to align perfect. And you know, Nightride is all about perfection. It's gonna be awful.
The back bumper is on, and we are running like a 3-piece lip under the back bumper, and the parts of the lip is those spots, and they're supposed to go like here. So now we need to mount them spots from the inside to the arch and to the back bumper here. And then when we finish with the spots, the back is gonna be ready, and then we're gonna move on to the side skirts.
Yeah, the main thing that we are having issue with is that when you mount them here, this part sticks out a bit.
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount them just roughly to have a mounting point here, and then after everything is painted, we're gonna run a bit of double-side tape here, because I really don't want to have any screws outside here. Should work. Yeah. Let's mount them and see how the car look from the back.
Okay, so the back is ready, but for us to start working on side skirts and the front, the car actually needs to be on the floor so we can see where everything should fit. It cannot be on a lift, so we need to lower it and bang this. Also, it's gonna be easier to get there. So.
Yeah. It's been about 8 hours and we are still in the same place that we were 8 hours ago with the front. Front is super hard to fit because every part is basically it's a full front swap, so there's no part that was from this chassis, from this car. Boogie, what are you drinking?
Denaturat.
Denaturat. Also today is the day when we finally got the drive shaft. The boys installed the drive shaft at the moment and we're gonna put the car on the floor now and try to start the engine and we'll try to put the gear on. We'll see what will happen. Boogie, you're such a videographer.
Yes.
Nie zapraszam do dyskusji.
Nie zajebie. Pokazać kutasy. Ej, będzie miał tych problemów. Bieram dokłady. O kurwa.
I co, normalnie wbijać jedynkę i odpalać? A bez sprzęgła? I tak nie działa, nie? Gazu! Mam wciśnięte. O, traktor! Traktor! Where you bought this tractor? It's very cool, man. I don't think it's supposed to sound like this. Okay, we're gonna try to start it on the first gear and see if the wheels are gonna spin. Spin! Okay, it's 10 p.m, so it's been 12 hours and a little progress has been made, but everything still needs a lot of adjustment. There is not a single part that is straight, but everything is still movable, so probably tomorrow, after tomorrow, we're gonna spend some more time here, try to attach all the parts so it doesn't move.
Nie gwiżdżą, kurwa!
See you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's next day. We are here back in the garage and Bozo started working on putting the seats inside because today I want to try to finish off with the inside of the car. So, you okay there?
Yeah, kinda gay though.
Kinda gay.
I like it.
Let's put it in.
Let's go.
Okay, we have a new day and we're gonna start off with unboxing. Okay, so I know that might cause a bit of confusion over what's going on with the S13, so let me explain. This might look like an air suspension kit, but what it really is air caps. And why do we need air caps in this car? Basically, what we like here at Nightride is good fitment, right? And with the S13, because I like small wheels, we are running 15-inch wheels, and to have a good fitment on 15-inch wheels basically means that the car needs to be really low on the ground. And also, I don't want this car to be just a car for the car shows, you know, just to stand and look nice. I want to drive this car and enjoy it. And air caps is a perfect solution for me. I didn't really know how they work until we filmed that PS13 back in the States from Artem. His PS13 had air caps, and I fell in love in how they work and the whole construction. So basically you still drive static suspension. That's why we have BC Racing coilovers. But in case that you have some obstacle in front of you, like for example when you need to go into the garage or where you need to drive up the lavetka, you mount these air caps on top of your shocks. Basically it looks like here on the picture. You have your shocks here and you have this little air cap on the top of the spring. So for normal driving there is no air in the air cap, so you just drive normal static suspension. But in case you need to raise the car quickly to just go over something or go onto something, you can because of those air caps. So the whole setup is the compressor, the bottle, and like all the linings and connectors, but essentially the main parts are the air caps themselves. It's a very simple solution. You just have this air cap on the top of the spring like on the picture, and this is connected to the compressor, and in case of any emergency you can always with the button just raise the car. It only goes up a couple centimeters, and so it's not like your typical air suspension, but this is actually super clever and pretty simple solution for my issue with a low car on small wheels, right? So firstly, thank you very much Stanspart. This is a company from Netherlands and they produce those, and they were happy to support our build with this setup. And if you guys are interested in such a solution in your car, I'm gonna link the products in the description and a website so you can get it for yourself. And for us, this is it for now. We are gonna install it in the car and film it, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do it now or after painting. And I just wanna say that I am pretty hyped on that system. I never had it in any of the cars, but in theory it should work great, and yeah, it should be sick. So yesterday we were trying to test the drive shaft. It wasn't working, but today we have a drive shaft 2.0 and this one's supposed to work. So Bozo is the first one that's gonna actually drive this car.
Nice. Good job. Good job, low job.
Dobra, chyba wszystko jest całe. Ty, to jeździ. To jeździ! Działa.
To stressful.
And it's so crazy that this car is finally rolling. Since we bought it, when we bought it a couple months ago, it was just a rolling shell with a lot of parts inside, and now it's actual car with the engine in, rolling with the full interior and stuff. And what we need to do now still is get it ready for painting, which is happening in 4 days. In 4 days we are driving 5 hours north to Novo, to our main sponsor for painting, and the guys at Novo are gonna professionally paint the car for us. So, not for us, we're gonna paint it all together, but the main point is it's gonna be painted perfectly. So we are super hyped. We just need to get the car ready for the painting, which means that all the panels and everything needs to be fitted perfectly. So this is what we're gonna do for tomorrow and upcoming days. Yeah, putting together the front of the car, it's a main issue for now, because all the parts from the front of the car needs to be aligned, and each part was bought separately, and it's also a front swap, so there's no mounting points for the bumper, for the lights, for the grille, for anything. So it makes it tricky, but we're putting some work, and I think we're gonna succeed in a couple of days to put this front together, hopefully. Also, because the car drives, I think tomorrow we can get out from the garage with it, like roll out and take some pictures, which will be crazy with all the body panels put together. So without further ado, let's get back to work. It's not that bad actually anymore. Like at first when we tried it for the first time, it was disaster. Nothing much, nothing was fitting. But now actually it's, you know, especially from far, it's not that bad. Inside of the car, everything is pretty much set. The seats are mounted, everything here, all the plastics are mounted. We're only missing this part, which is plastic around the place where you put the ignition key. Those I have ordered, I'm waiting for my friend to deliver it, and a radio. Dobra, Bozo, idziemy do domu?
No.
Okej.
To by można było zrobić, kurwa, w ogóle taką...
Okay, next day, and there's a good plan for today. Let me show you outside. As you can see, we finally have sun here, and I think spring is finally coming. The winter's over, so I think the best way to kind of finish off this week would be to take the S13 out from the garage, like put it here in front of the garage, and actually not push it out, but drive it out. And that's the goal for today. It shouldn't be hard. So now I'm gonna clean out the space here in the garage and see if we can bang it out. So it moved, but basically there is a problem when I clutch and I change the gear, and when I have my foot still on the clutch, the car's slowly moving, and I think that means that the clutch doesn't work till the end. So it might be the issue with the pedal, maybe it has to be adjusted between the pedal and the clutch pump, or something else. Should be an easy fix anyway. It's almost time to put the final touch for the interior. I'm not gonna keep it inside there because we still need to go and paint the car, but I just want to see how it's gonna look with the full interior and F-Garage floor mats. Oh, man. I've been keeping these things on a shelf for the last couple months, and the time has come. I was never even dreaming about having a car like this, man. Wow, I only see those on like pictures and videos on YouTube, and then when I started filming cars, I was filming a lot of nice cars, and I was never really even like... It was so out of reach for me to have a car like this, and now it's actually happening, just crazy. And you might be thinking that, hey, we have a lot of cars here, and that's true, but like pretty much all cars that we have are either drift cars or like beaters or like very cheap, stupid cars, like Rowley, for example, or Kevin. We never had, like, I never had any good looking, like a mint condition car, to be honest. Like, Miata is good condition and stuff, but it's still you know, it's a drift car that has, you know, marks and stuff, and I don't really care about it being, I don't know, clean all the time, of course. And this car is actually my first car that is like a dream. Wow. Seeing this car out in sun with all the body panels on really hits different than like seeing it every day in a garage, you know what I mean? This is where the car belongs, you know, on the street. It's not the street, of course, but like outside. And it just looks so much different, like, because in a garage it's always very tight. You always look at it from a meter or two, but here you can see it from the distance, and properly see the shapes of it and everything. It's just so amazing. My god. Really a dream car. This still needs a bit of adjustments and stuff, but we're gonna properly adjust it today and tomorrow, and then after painting we are gonna put it together properly. And then you just need to tune the engine, which is pretty much one day of work, and you can drive it. Smart. I don't want to touch it with my dirty shoes. Oh no! Ah, shit. Okay, never mind. Still don't know if I want to rock the old Miata steering wheel or want to go for something else. I know many people just use classic Nati Torinos, which, you know, you cannot go wrong with it. But it's just maybe it's just too normal. I don't know. For now I'm gonna leave this one on. It's kind of cool. One of a kind. And I think this is pretty much it for this video. On the next one we are taking a car to paint. We're gonna spend 3 days painting it, so at the end of next video the car should be painted finally, which is super exciting. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see the progress straight away, you can follow us on Instagram. Also, if you enjoy what we do and you want to support us and get some sick merch, you can check out our website. We have cool hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, you know, everything you want. So this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. See you next one. Okay, so it's 4 AM in the morning and we are going to Noble to paint Sileighty. Our main car to pull the trailer broke yesterday, so we had to borrow this nice E39. It has V8, so it's good.
V8 is good, man.
Credit number. No. Pokaż kod z tyłu karty do kamery.
Good morning. Hejo.
No i pięknie.
Okay, so we finally got here. It was actually a pretty quick drive. Feeling energized, but before we start working on the car, we need to go probably to the office and just talk about exactly what we're gonna do. Because this time we're not doing exactly like we always do, which is like this. We're actually gonna do a proper job. We're actually gonna properly think about everything and plan everything, and it's gonna take us some time to figure it out, and only then we're gonna start working on the car.
Yeah, so step 1, the plan.
Boogie, what you doing there?
Unboxing, shadow boxing in the mirror.
But there is no shadow here.
Film from this angle so you'll see me.
Oh yeah, I see. Not bad.
So firstly we are inspecting all the elements, every part separately, just to make sure it's fine, and if it's not fine we're gonna try to fix it. To see the panel properly, Krzysiu is putting a moisture on it, so when it's wet you can clearly see the waves and everything and imperfections.
I mean, a lot of stuff that we don't see, he will see.
after the inspection, we noticed that the worst part of the whole car is this front bumper. It has a lot of cracks, it has a lot of imperfections, and Krzysiu said that if we want to make this bumper perfect, it would take us 2 days just for the bumper. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roughly paint the bumper how it is, but I'm gonna look for a new bumper for this car. It's not gonna be easy, but you know, just spend some time online, maybe ship from some other country a nice looking, good condition bumper, and then I'm just gonna repaint the bumper itself. For now we're gonna use this one, but just don't mind.
It's not gonna be perfect.
It was clearly like a drift car bumper before, and it's just cheap quality. But this is all we have for now, so we're gonna paint it, and yeah, the rest of the car we're just taking apart now.
It's funny how 2 days ago the whole front of the car
took us 2 days to put the whole
Yeah.
front together, and now we need to take
Yes.
it out. But this is like we had to fit everything together before taking it out for painting.
I know it took 4 videos, but finally have a bułeczka.
No!
Good morning.
No!
Okay, we have next day. It's 5:30 in the morning, and we're starting to work. Not used to this time of the day.
time to get to work.
We start off with sanding down the elements. I'm doing door handles, Bozo's doing the side skirts.
No, I'm DJ.
Are you DJ?
I też 400. Słuchajcie, jeszcze jedna rzecz, panowie, rękawiczki.
And I like what you don't. I'll walk this tightrope alone. I'm waving, I'm searching, I'm gone. I'll wait for the good things to come. I'll miss you at 3 in the morning. I hate you, I love you, I'm torn, yeah. And I'm really setting it off. You're not doing enough. We going round and round. Don't miss me. When I'm gonna go miss that. Yeah, the taste of the big bag. When I'm gonna go miss that. Yeah, the taste of the big bag. Fill me back up.
Okay, so we are mixing now polyester filler. We're gonna apply it to spoiler and to some parts. And what it does basically is making the surface even. It's filling a bit of imperfections.
Last night was I know you lack confidence. Run it back with me, we'll start again. When it flew by, then it came away. How can I take your word for the things you said? Hop in a whip with me, I'm a good. And there's no such thing as losing, cause we got it on.
Okay, now we're gonna put the car all together again, and we're gonna focus on the lines of the car. So from the back of the car, you see that line. Through the back quarters, the door and the front, the line need to go straight. And for now it doesn't, so this is what we're gonna focus on now. Marek, what are you doing?
I am editing some pictures because we're trying to update everyone on Instagram as often as we can, way before you see the video. So I'm just editing a nice picture of Sam next to the car before it's done. And I think right now the plan is to move it into the other room.
We're gonna mask the hood, we're gonna mask the inside of the car, we're gonna mask Bozo inside of the car.
You're not sad again, are you, Splash Gang?
We have the bumpers and side skirts and the little stuff here in a painting booth, and the boys are gonna clean it, and then Krzysiu's gonna put a primer on them, so we have them pretty much ready for painting for tomorrow.
Look, transition.
Yeah, you need to talk to the lens.
Look, transition.
Okay, so basically what we're doing now is we inspected all the parts and now we're fixing all the imperfections. So
Use some inspector gadget or something?
Inspector gadget, yes. So even if the door was perfect, but there was just a little bit of dent, which we obviously didn't see, they saw it, we're fixing it. So there's stuff like this that need a bit of szpachelka. We need to fix those lines. We're gonna fix this line throughout the whole car and a bit of arches as well. Okay, what we're gonna do now?
We're gonna... Wait, what we're gonna do?
Mix the paint.
We're gonna mix the paint.
What colors?
Good colors.
Wow, Marek, you're not very professional, right?
Decent colors.
Decent.
Sorry, yeah, these.
So you would think it's normal silver color, but it has so many different colors in it. A bit too much. Okay, last 2 grams left. Marco, do the honor.
Listen, 2.43. We are precision.
2.43 grams. Wait. 04, 05, 06, 07. And stop.
No, not yet.
Bit more. Little tiny.
Nah, more.
Wait. Little tiny touch.
Yes.
That's it.
Perfect. Let's go.
Sort of. When me and Marek were taping out the car and sanding down other parts, Boogie and Bozo mixed the actual paint. I'm sorry. Okay, so the car is pretty much ready for the primer, and what we're gonna do now is put it in the painting booth and tape out properly for the primer. Okay, that's it, day 2. We started at 5, we finish at 6. So we've been working for 1 hour.
Not so bad, no.
Okay, day 3, 5 AM again. We have all the parts of the car, every little part is ready for primer. So what we need to do is just wipe them up, clean them properly, and then put the primer on. Nothing. Okay, so we have the car and all the parts ready, and what we're gonna do first is put epoxy primer on the car. And firstly, epoxy primer is gonna secure all the places on the car where you see bare metal, and it's also gonna work as an isolation between the car and the actual paint later. It's 5:20 o'clock in the morning, so please forgive my energetic approach.
I'm gonna continue with this. Need to sand it down.
Now the next step is putting another layer of primer. This time it's acrylic primer, and this is the last layer of primer before the paint. So we're gonna paint this one, wait a bit, and then sand it down so the surface is completely perfect, and we're gonna be ready for the color. I think before putting the color, we're still gonna have to again take out the foil and mask out everything and put a new foil, because after sanding down there is gonna be a lot of dust and particles on the car.
So we took out the car from painting booth and now it's on a primer. We have to sand it down with 800 grit and put it again and paint with the color.
Okay, so basically now we were sanding down all the parts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another layer of primer and then straight away, wet to wet, base color. So we were thinking we have a two-tone, so it's two colors, but it's actually three colors. It's green on the top, silver on the bottom, and then in between those two colors there is a black line. So to paint the base color, we're gonna have to mask out the rest of the car, paint the green, then mask out the top of the car, paint the silver, then mask out the top and the bottom of the car and paint the black line, and only then we can put a clear coat. It's gonna be a long process, but I think at the end it's gonna be worth it. Do you know what you're looking at?
Not really.
Okay, we got rid of all the masking, so all the foil and tapes, only so we can put the new tapes and new foil, so there's no dust around the car on any elements.
Okay, so I think it's finally time to paint the car properly. Let's go. It's already 9 p.m. It's been about, I think, 18 hours since we're here. I'm the last one standing because the rest of the guys didn't feel the best. Now what's left to do is just to take all the elements out, and the car is staying in the other place. Three days of non-stop work finally finished. We only have one last day tomorrow where we have to put all this car back together, and looking at all these parts, I'm excited actually. Yeah, now it's time to just go sleep. Maybe one cheeky pivotchko and stuff on the hotel, but yeah, time to sleep, take a shower. Tomorrow morning, back to work. Let's go.
Okay, last day, day number 4 here in Novel. Yesterday I had to leave early because I was feeling very bad. But today is exciting day. We're gonna take car out of the painting booth and we're gonna put it together and go back home. What do you say, Marrakesh?
Feeling good. I slept for 8 hours.
Not
The
bad,
first
right?
time in 4 days.
Today we're actually starting at 9 a.m. which is 4 hours later than for the last 3 days, so we all had a good sleep. And the color is funny because we never saw car in this color in real life. We only saw it on pictures or like in Initial D and on the videos, and it's looking good.
And even for me, even though I was here all evening, I was looking at this color when it was done, when I was moving the stuff. I couldn't appreciate it enough. The car is pretty much done. We put most of the stuff on it. But the side skirts and the little elements at the back we're gonna put in our garage
And
at
the
some
lip,
point
the
later.
wing as
Yeah,
well.
and the wing as well. Everything will go in our garage just because it's just so long to fit everything properly, and also we need to put the car on Lavetka, so it's gonna be just annoying. For now we're just gonna put the front bumper on and see how it looks.
And the bumper is very tight with the fenders, so we've put a bit of tape here to secure it, and hopefully we're not gonna scratch the fenders while putting the bumper.
Hopefully.
No.
You're not sad again. You're not sad again.
Kurde. Man, the car looks absolutely amazing. Like taken out from Initial D. Of course, some parts, like especially the front, is put together only for now, because now to go onto Lavetka we need to disassemble the front bumper and stuff, but my days. say?
So good.
Fucking speechless, man. Look at it. Ale nie będzie tak. Wow. Okay, and this is it. This is the end of our 4 days work, morning till night, with this car. And a couple things I want to say. Firstly, the biggest thanks for Novel for supporting us, for this cooperation, for taking this car, and like, we are really grateful to have companies like this that want to support us and cooperate with us. Second thing I want to say is this video will finish here because it's been a week since we didn't post anything, so I need to edit it quickly tomorrow and release it on Sunday. So in this video you still wouldn't see the proper and finished result with this car. You saw it as it was 2 minutes ago when it exited the Novel headquarters, but still back in the garage. Next weekend we're gonna put it back together, fully assemble everything. Of course there's a couple things that could be better because of the parts that we are using. For example, PS13 front, we couldn't find any metal pieces. So the hood is fiberglass, the fenders are fiberglass, so you can see that it's fiberglass. The effect would be much better if those parts would be metal. So I'm still gonna keep looking for those parts, for the front bumper especially, because this one we couldn't save. We just painted it how it was. And to be honest, for me, this is beyond what we expected. Like, we knew it's gonna be painted nicely, but seeing this car outside here painted, even without, you know, side skirts and wing and stuff, but like, it's more than I've ever dreamed of. So not to make this video any more longer, thank you very much Novel once again, big shout out. The proper car reveal is gonna be in the next video and I'm looking forward to that.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Cześć,
Siema,
tam,
byku.
jak tam?
Byki, ale dobra robota, nie? Jest grubo.
Wow. Kurde, ale widzisz to w tym garażu?
To jest... Powiem ci, jak otwarłem te drzwi, mówię oj, nie?
Okay, so quick plan, what are we gonna do today and following days? So I want to give this car a priority because this car is the closest to be finished, right? So we firstly gonna start with a list of what's left to do with this car. Baby, Firstly, we need to fix the clutch pedal. This should be easy fix, it's just adjusting the pedal. Secondly, we don't have an exhaust, so we need to do an exhaust. Thirdly, timing and tuning. As you can hear, the engine sounds like a tractor, so we're gonna tune it and set the timing properly. Mount the wing and side skirts and bumpers properly. We need to do an intake because we don't run any filter or anything. Then I need to register the car, get an MOT and get a number plate, and installing the air cups, and just little rubbers and little parts at the end. So it's not many things, but considering that we have only 2 weeks, it's a bit of work. Baby, So here in Kevin there is an exhaust situation going on. So from the manifolds, 4 pipes go into 2, then there's X pipe, and then 2 pipes gonna go here, gonna go into the floor and outside here.
Good morning, my beautiful people on the internet. Today is actually a super nice weather outside for once. It's pretty cold, but it's sunny. So I think the best thing to do is to stay in garage. Some serious business is happening here, huh? Some very serious business is happening.
Yeah, business.
Oh, beautiful. As always, we were so close to finishing.
Yeah, and the gas just went out.
So we had to go to the shop, get a new one, and we're gonna
right
finish now.
Full gas, full pizda.
Exactly. Jazda. Let's go. So the exhaust is looking pretty good. The original plan, it was to just take this old exhaust and just adjust it a bit, yeah? Just a bit.
A little bit polish, only polish.
Yes.
Polish, yeah.
Only polish and just a bit. Today we have a brand new full exhaust made in the whole day. Yeah, and the back pipes, we're gonna put them on in a second. But
It was the main problem.
yeah, this.
So they made this.
The lowest part of the whole exhaust was a flexi.
Yeah, which is not good for our situation.
Connection.
But for now, yeah, the exhaust is looking pretty good. A bit short, but okay.
Bit short.
It should be like a...
Hey man, you got problems. Or no?
That's a pretty decent size, yeah?
Pretty decent cushion.
Yo. Look at this. And I think this is the perfect length as well.
Yeah, it's really good.
Man, look at this. 25 centimeters is really a lot.
Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
a big, it's a big one.
Big one.
Sam is gonna be so happy when he sees it.
So previously we had those Mark IIIs with a stretch tire on the back, but
They will never be Mark 1s because I am Mark 1.
But out of curiosity, we put one of the front wheels to the back to see how is it gonna look, and Bozo said it looking much cooler, right?
Man, it looks million. Man, come on,
Look at this. Look.
So it's the same wheel as the front with a big chunky tire, and I think the car looks more like I don't know.
Racy, grippy 90s, Toge riding, Takumi No. Takumi overtaking 90s grippy riding car.
You sound like you're selling on Wish or
powtórzyć?
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is looking super nice.
Takumi riding, Toge racing.
It looks less stancy, but more like less fancy and more racy, right? So we have exhausts in place. Everything is connected because of these boys. And the plan now is to start the car and hear it for the first time, like properly with the exhaust on, which is gonna be exciting. I think it's gonna be a bit loud because it has only one muffler, but also supposed to be loud, no? It's a sports car, isn't it? Okay, Marco, do you want to do the thing? Yeah.
No.
No?
You're not sad again. Are you Splash Gang?
I think we're ready for the first start.
Okay, let's hear it for the first time with the exhaust on. Bang it. Sounds exactly the same as before. Albo się wypala, albo jeszcze przewołuje. Wow.
Oh.
That didn't sound good.
Pip, pip.
That really didn't sound good.
O no. Jakby turbo coś ciągło i wypluło, nie?
Nie miała ani wiesz góra dół, ani.
So there's one thing we noticed. Push. Teraz się nie rozkręci. Nie, tak.
To w niej już tu teraz robotało, nie?
Now the turbine was spinning, but before we start the engine and turbine was stuck. It wasn't spinning at all. And also we heard that noise before. It's even on the camera. We heard that noise, and that sounded like turbo something would broke inside and went into the exhaust. So we are pretty positive that the turbine is broken.
Rip my guy Top G.
I think we need to just disassemble it and see what's inside. It's good that it happened now, not like on a proper pool. Okay, so situation at the moment is Marek went to the shop to buy a new turbo, and we are gonna try to see and check what's actually happened. What we don't want is to put a new turbo in and have the same thing happening. You know, there was lots of work being done around the whole intake, the manifolds, the turbo and everything. So there is possibility that a little piece of metal was somewhere in the system and just went through the turbo. It's a bit sad, but it's part of the game, I guess. And because we need to wait for Marek now, we're gonna start to work with the suspension. We're gonna put the air caps on and try to make it work. Step 1, take out the BC Racing coilovers. So now we are taking the top mounts of the shocks, and underneath the top mounts we want to mount air caps. Then we're gonna put it back together and back on the car. Okay, Marek came from a shop with, I hope, new turbocharger.
I have a very special safe delivery right here.
Hey, she looks safe.
Very safe, trust me.
Sorry.
The thing is, yeah, like, you can have a nice V8, but people choose to have a small engine and then spend money on this. And look, this brake, we didn't use it, it broke.
That's true though.
When you put V8, no problem, mister.
That's true. But, well, we have it, so let's put it back in and see if the engine is gonna finally work. We're in the middle of putting the air caps. They're pretty good, yeah.
That's nice, let's go.
Alright. My dash is heavy. I wanna do the cool shot like this, but fuck, that shit's heavy, man. Okay, fixed. We have a turbocharger back in and we can get back to work. Marek, look, it's fixed.
Oh, just fixed. 2 nuts, 2 bolts, plus means we're hard.
So all the shocks are installed back in the car, BC Racing coilovers with stance parts air caps. Now we're installing the tank and a compressor in the boot with Darek.
Yes.
Słabo mi nie idzie, bo fachowca trzeba czuć, kurwa.
Okay, so now the air cap suspension is pretty much ready, connected. We have a tank connected in a trunk, we have a compressor, we have all the lines going. Each one of them is going to every air cap, and we're gonna connect everything now and run some tests. Also, we have a new turbocharger has already been connected in the engine bay. The boys are working hard to get it all ready for today so we can still test it and see if it's gonna work or not. Hopefully it will. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the car down on not on the floor but on the wheels, and we're gonna test if the air caps work.
Is it not gonna?
Okay, and down. Okay, this is it for today. We've been here for 11 hours and everyone is very tired. There is a couple good things that, for example, suspension is working, but there's also a couple bad things. The new turbocharger that we bought doesn't really fit the same as the old one, so there needs to be a bit of...
Who would have thought that the Chinese turbo will not fit the other identical Chinese turbo?
Yeah. But tomorrow is a new day. We're gonna start early. We're gonna clean around here because it's super messy and it should be a good day tomorrow. But yeah, for now, let's just go home. Okay, today is gonna be a good day because there's a new day, there's new possibilities, everyone slept good, we have some sun, decent amount of sun, and firstly I want to clean around because the garage got messy again. You know, it gets messy when you work every day from morning till late evening and there's no time to clean around after you finish your shift. I want to take out the Miata of the garage because there's been some changes with the Miata that I didn't tell you about. Let me just show you. Okay, we cleaned around roughly here and the new turbochargers, they're ready to start, so we're gonna try to start the engine with the new turbocharger in and see what's gonna happen. Okay, this car never sounded so healthy before, to be honest. We're gonna run some tests, we're gonna see them up because we managed to connect with the ECU. And maybe today is a good day to go for a test drive, like a easy test drive, because we have air cups so we can go out of the garage without, you know, scrapping and anything. Right.
So this is you. And this is the guy she told you not to worry about.
Sheesh!
And look inside this guy.
Listen, one day, yeah, our E30 is gonna be same. What? Same thing. Same thing, look. E30 sedan. E30 sedan. No, this
Can you
one's-
imagine that both of these cars were through the same life?
This is super clean.
Is it the first time I'm meeting ya? No, I think I already seen you in my dream. Such a twist of fate or a destiny.
This car might not be the prettiest at the moment, but the important part that it's street legal.
How come you stare and stand still? I'm the one shy, see eye to eye. Please smile, just say hi and come with me. And if you go down, down, I'll take you higher than the sky.
Okay, so we're just filling up the car with the fresh petrol and it's pretty much ready to go for the test drive. The only problem is now, and it only happened now, I don't know how much you can see, but it started to rain. And I really don't want to make this car dirty, like, it's freshly painted and maybe we're just gonna wait until it stops raining, or I just take the Miata first and then the S13, maybe it's gonna stop raining by then. This car we didn't drive for a while and will be nice. It's actually perfect weather to drive it now. But there's some issues with the lights. The lights stopped working. But who needs lights?
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories be erased. And give both of us taste. Is it this hard to be faced? Finally I realized, and if I'm being honest, I'm just calling you for your you, watching your every move. Took your Nike back and hard. One day I felt it the same with your soul and your whole heart. Never been so keen on. We can already name our first child Leon. Let me lean on you, but only if you wanted to. I try to keep.
Okay, so we have a car fully working, got out without any issues, and even stopped raining. So maybe it's actually our lucky day. It's looking good, even though there is no bumpers, no side skirts, no wing and anything. It's super good feeling to have this car out in a color, working. We're gonna try to go to the road, even though the car is not registered, so it might be a bit sketchy. Hopefully there's not gonna be any police involved, but just to test it on the road, just to press the throttle and see how the car feels. We are still connected to the ECU with the PC, so we're gonna still look at all the parameters just to make sure the engine is healthy and work as it should. And let's see what's gonna happen. I'll try to film everything so we have everything on the video as well.
Very comfy.
Oh, Marco, hey!
Very comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I bet. Press the gas more than 30%, the car doesn't want to go anywhere, and the IFR is about 9, right? So if it has too much petrol, it means that it's running too rich, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna change with Adash.
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories be erased.
The car's on the road.
Go for fast taste. Is it this hard to be faced?
More. What'd you say?
Nice.
It's looking good, no?
Yeah.
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories be erased. And give both a fast taste.
All the pictures, as always, you can see on our Instagram way earlier than any video.
Okay, we're gonna leave it here for now because I need to exit with the Miata first and get it out of the garage, go to my house with it. I would say that was a successful drive.
Yeah, we know what's the issue now.
I mean, we know there is an issue.
Yeah, there is an issue. But it's normal.
The back wheel looks so funny now, no? Comparing to the front. We ordered the tires already for the back, the same as we have at the front. And also the car looks very naked without all the side skirts and bumpers and everything. But it has potential, like, for sure, man.
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories be erased. And give both a fast taste. Is it this hard to be faced? Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let
Also, we have a very good news for you guys. Let me show you.
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories
That's it?
be erased. And give both a fast taste. Is it this hard to be faced?
Yes. This is looking spicy.
So we have a new t-shirt. It's not out yet, but we are in the middle of producing it. It's gonna be available soon. Nightride.pl, that's the website. And also, if you follow Instagram, we're gonna keep you updated with release date.
Both a fast taste. Is it this hard to be faced?
I think it's nice.
Yeah, it took us a very long time to make it, but I'm happy with the result.
Let's go home with this car.
Man, it's so cool to see this car on the road, and it's legal, which is just blowing my mind. It's so good, man.
Don't let the moment be waste. Don't let the memories be erased. And give both
How does it feel?
How does it look?
Swaggy.
So good. I don't have indicators or anything.
Of course you don't.
Is it loud?
No. I mean, depends. All the people were like, whoa! And to me, every time we are back in this garage, with especially the Miata, it just feels very nostalgic and very cool feeling to be back here.
Can you see?
Yes. So good.
For the old time's sake. Now there's the most sketchy moment of the whole build, I'll say, is putting a wing on. This boot is not, how to say it? It's not the straightest, and also the wing is not the straightest as well. So we're a bit, I'm a bit scared, but the boy said it's gonna be fine. So we're just gonna try to glue the wing to the boot, set it properly, and let's see what happens. Boogie's ready. Okay, let's go. Okay, I know on the last video I said in the next one you're gonna see the full side of the car, but unfortunately we have to postpone it for the next video because we didn't have enough time to put it all together. At the moment the state of it is, here we need to install the front light with this corner light, but the plastic that was mounting it was broken, so I had to do a bit of here. So I need to wait until this is dry to mount it properly, and only when this is mounted properly we can adjust the hood, because as you can see the hood needs to be adjusted, but we need to have a lamp first. Then the grill is here, Silvia grill, so this one's easy fix. The bumper is finally in place, the side skirts are in place, the rear spots are in place, and the wing is in place, but it's still drying. Oh, and then the engine. So we still need to spend some more time, put a couple more hours into tuning and setting up the ECU and the engine. At the moment when RPMs are going high and the car is reaching boost, the air-fuel ratio is to reach. Then the last thing is registering the car, but it shouldn't be too hard. Just need to go to the local city hall, register the car, and then we can drive it. So hopefully all this will happen in the next episode. So thank you for watching and see you then.
Good morning, people on the internet.
Okay, we are back in the garage and we got delivery. This is the same tires that we have on the front, big chunky ones, and we are gonna put them on the long chumps and to the back. The long chumps are here. So this should be a nice change to the car.
So from the sideways shot you probably saw that it looks very nice. The level of the tire is perfect, exactly where we need it to be. But when you look this way, it's sticking in to the body a bit, so we don't really like that. So what we need to do is just lessen the camber, go more on towards zero, and then I think it will be much more racy.
Okay. The back is set, we lowered the front a bit as well. And this is pretty much the final setup of the look of the S13.
Yeah, you can barely fit a finger inside the arches, which is just about enough to drive on the roads. And
if you air it up, it's pretty much...
if you air it up,
okay.
it gets like...
Can you show it?
Yeah. It's just enough to get you through a speed bump.
Good morning. Today is a pretty important day. I'll show you why. Okay, so as you can see, the car is legal. It's registered, it has insurance and MOT. So we can finally drive this thing on the road without worrying. The rear plate is on, the front plate is temporary on. I did it this way because I need to get magnets. When a package with magnets gonna come, I'm just gonna mount it here on the bumper on magnets so you can always take it out quickly for the picture or for the shot or whatever. But for now it's just gonna be inside there. But of course it cannot be too good, like with everything here. So as you can see, the turbo is out again. We had to fix some boost leaks and stuff, so the turbo's here. And it's been repaired. So now I think I'm not gonna film until the car is fully ready to go on the road and to be tuned again. Wow. Okay, so yesterday night I went to our friend Ryshu and he's running Grip Royal Poland. If you know Grip Royal, you know they do fancy steering wheels, but they are from all the way US. If you live in Europe, it's pretty hard to get those steering wheels because obviously the shipping costs and import tax and everything. So Ryshu is running Grip Royal Poland and he has a ton of steering wheels here in Poland in stock. So yesterday I went there, Marek didn't go with me, I went there with Boogie. And I was looking for a steering wheel for the S13 because the one that we have there now is from Miata and doesn't really fit the style of a car. I couldn't decide, so I brought some steering wheels here and we can pretty much put them on the car and decide. The first one is not for the S13. The first steering wheel, we saw it together and we were like...
That's a Rolly.
That's a Rolly.
100%.
So you know Rolly's interior is kind of beige, there's wood and stuff, it's more classy. So we thought this steering wheel would be perfect.
Because it's pretty classy, but also a bit swaggy, like Rolly, you know.
Yeah.
That's how Rolly is.
Do the honor.
This is the only steering wheel that I saw before on pictures.
Whew, man, tell me this is not swag.
Man.
Look at this. This is some, it's like the flora, the
yeah, the flowers. You know, if you like gardening and stuff, I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is for gardeners.
I mean, Rolly is pretty
Let's try to put
gardening
it on.
kind
Let's
of
try to
car,
like
man. Look at it.
fit it in Rolly.
Now just imagine, you come here, you know, you come here from your garden, you know, you did work all day, and you're like, oh man, I come here.
Man, this is gonna fit so well. Because you see, there is wood, there is beige and stuff, so I think...
Oh.
Okay, so Rolly is sorted, right?
Easy.
But now for the S13, I saw two steering wheels which I like a lot and couldn't decide which one should go for it. Let's see Marek's reaction.
Let's see, it says chrome, so I suppose the inner part will be chrome.
That's just Titek. I bought. It's very nice. It has a
that's
dragon.
very nice.
Has a dragon theme.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Look
A
at
bit
it.
of, I don't know if you can see. At first it seems like it's just gray.
Gray.
But then when you look closer, it's rainbow.
No, if you go to the sun especially.
This?
It's very nice, no? Because like he had some classic looking, you know, dark black leather steering wheels, but I think this one's swaggy. The third one though,
What?
might be a bit tricky to run because
I already see what's happening here.
but man, how cool.
Okay. That's different.
That's so sick. But it'll be dirty in
That's the only
in
thing
2
I'm
days.
thinking about. Like, it's the same material as Miata. No. Oh, look, I just
I know.
touched it.
Yeah. But man, it's so cool.
And this would be swaggy as well, but
This is good,
I'm leaning
no?
towards this.
Yeah.
Because also, you will use this car pretty often, realistically.
Yeah.
So, getting this steering wheel, I think it's just gonna be too dirty. So maybe let us know in the comments which one we should put on Lada.
Marek.
I mean, S13.
Minty fresh?
Swaggy Rainbow. Swaggy Rainbow Minty Fresh.
I would try this one on.
Yeah, this
And also-
this in Lada, man.
This guy.
Okay. No.
Also, we got some lug nuts, titanium, from Risho as well. Look at this. And this ain't cheap plastic aluminum ones. This is legit titanium ones.
Expensive plastic aluminum.
No,
No, titanium.
it's actually titanium. And also what we have, because you didn't see it at all, there was a couple horns. I chose this one because it has a dragon theme. I think it fits very nice. And also we got titanium hardware for it, look.
So good.
That's sick, no? If you guys interested in getting Grip Royale steering wheel and you want to buy it here in Europe, go to Rishu. I'm gonna put the link in the description. For Nightride code, you're gonna get 5% off, which would be probably a shipping cost off, which is, I think, nice.
Yes.
And let us try this one on, right?
Let's try with this one first.
With this one?
Yeah, let's try this one first. I want to see while my hands are still clean.
Okay.
Hey, Prolium, this shit crazy. Elf made it.
Okay, this one's beautiful, but as you can see, it's super easy to make this thing.
with your hands?
This thing. I don't want to hold it because my hands are dirty. Nah, this one's sick, but it's gonna be. It would be super nice steering wheel for a clean car that you only take out for a ride and then put it back to garage and maybe drive in gloves.
Yes.
But let's try the other one. I think this one fits because it's different. For example, classic Nardi would be cool, but I think everyone's running classic Nardis in S13. I think for this car we might go for something crazy, and I like it. Okay, quick update, what's going on. In the engine bay, we had to remove the fuel injectors and a fuel rail, and we found out that the fuel injectors were full of debris, full of like metal pieces inside. We don't really know where it came from, but we drove them to the place where they're gonna check them and repair them if needed. Here with Kevin, all of the exhaust here is fine, it goes down, and here we're gonna do the tips through the bumper. We still don't know, should we run something normal or something crazy?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, this car's crazy, so I think something crazy would work. In the meantime, we mounted carpet in the trunk so the whole back is more cozy, and we fixed the S13. Literally. After installing clean injectors, the car suddenly started working fine. We went to a petrol station to tank a new petrol, and we proceed to tune the engine. Oh man, that looks so unreal. We called Jimmy Oakes and he remotely tuned our engine, being in his garage in New Jersey. The car finally had power, but we were super tired, so we decided to call it a day.
Okay, so we just got back from tuning the car. Our friend Janek Dombek helped us tune it remotely from USA. And the car is running way better now. Pretty much perfect. We wanted to test it a bit longer, but we have semi-slick tires and it's snowing outside.
And we don't have wipers as well.
Yeah.
So we fixed the boost issue and we fixed the fuel issue, and the car is working.
It's making a lot of rattling noises because of the stuff that's not bolted 100%, and we need to check stuff under the car, but overall, perfect. We can already, technically you can already fully drive this car from and to garage from your house, I think.
Smoothly going into this boy. Because
that boy is not gonna be smooth. You're gonna see right now. It's gonna
but the good thing actually is we can kind of finish this car with the little things and move on with this and with with that.
Anyway,
so at the moment there is a big decision in front of us.
And by big, I mean big and sharp decision.
Okay, no, but double decision.
Oh, sorry, yeah, double decision. Two big decisions.
So we're thinking this or together, or like, should they go together or out? I think out a bit.
Out like this and
yeah,
a bit like.
That would be so that would be so good, man.
I feel sorry for us later bumping into this.
No, I feel sorry for the MOT guy that needs to pass the MOT. That's the car we are getting. 200 SX Nissan S13. Okay, and this is where we finish with this car. It's been 5 months, and since buying the car till today, we can say that the car is finally ready. There's obviously little bits and bobs here that we need to still change off camera, but overall the car is pretty much ready. We can drive it, we can enjoy it, and we definitely did today. So one last thing I want to do is do the same what we did with the Miata when we finished it, and it's a cost cap. Many people wonder how much the build like this can cost, so I'm gonna go through it now and we'll see at the end. So firstly we had to buy a car. We bought the chassis with the engine with all the parts in the car. You can see all that on the previous videos. We spent 20,000 zloty on the car itself. Then we need to transport it back to Poland, which cost 1,500, and then we decided we're gonna do Sileighty out of it. So we had to buy the whole front swap from PS13, which cost us 4,500. The back arches were tragic, so we had to fix them. We had to weld in the stock back arches, so this costed 1,000. Then we imported new wheels. We had to polish them, make them nice. We bought the new tires, so the whole wheel setup costed 8,000. Recaro seats, 4,500. All the fabrication work from the boys, so making the exhaust, making intake, the whole work around the intake and turbo and everything, all the fabrication work cost around 10,000. All the electric work, everything around the harness, the cables, make sure everything works, the connecting ECU, everything costed about 8,000. And then BC Racing coilovers, the set goes for 6,000. The air cup set goes for another 6,000. Then we decided to buy a new front fenders and hood because the previous ones were trash, so that was 2,500. Then the whole painting of the car. If you would like to have your car painted as professionally as we had with Novel, you'd have to spend around from 25 to 30,000. And then there is many different little things that I have this on the list, but I don't want to make this video for too long, so I'm gonna try to put it on a screen. And I have it here totaled as 116,000 zlotych. I will put the other currencies right on the screen as well. This is the price that you need to be ready for when you build an S chassis car like we did. It obviously can be done for much more. It obviously can be done for a bit less, I think, because we didn't save on every little part and stuff. I think it's fair to say that obviously when we were making those videos, we had some help from sponsors and from partners. For example, painting the car, PC Racing coilovers, the air caps, and a couple more different things we got for free as a part of collaboration with amazing sponsors and partners that helped us build this whole car. And we want to be fully transparent with you guys, so the money we put from our pockets on this car was 68,500 zloty. To be honest, I did a cost cap yesterday and asked Marek, how much do you think it all costed? And he thought that was like half of it, right?
And I legit thought it was like 65,000 with everything included, and I was like, probably we spent 30,000. And Boogie said the same thing.
Today was the first day that we could actually take the car out and fully enjoy it, like in the sun, and I think it's worth any money, pretty much. The sound of the car, how it drives, how it looks, how people look at it, and how I feel inside the car driving is just priceless, I think. I'm pretty sure this is the end of this engine. It's raining a bit, so I'm gonna go to the car and tell you what happened. So yesterday we were coming back from Yapfest, from the event that is 400 kilometers away, and I really want to drive this car on wheels, right? So we made it there without big issues. And on the way back, it was middle of the night and it was heavy raining, not like today, like heavy raining. So I was driving really slow on the motorway with this car. And then suddenly I felt that I lost the boost. I wanted to overtake a car, I pressed the throttle, and then there was no boost, there was no power. And we were just passing petrol station, so I pull up on a lane to turn. I reduced the gear, and when I released the clutch, the back wheels locked, as if I would pull the e-brake. Like, it stopped working, it locked the rear wheels. I almost spun out and crashed the car. It was very dangerous on a wet motorway. I pressed the clutch quickly, we rolled down to the petrol station, and at that point, 1 AM, 200 kilometers away from house, I knew that we're gonna go back on a trailer. We're gonna have to call the assistants, and you know, the night was pretty miserable anyway, but it just got so much worse at this point. We stopped on a petrol station, we popped the hood, and the whole engine bay is in oil. And then I noticed the hose that's going from a turbine to down to the oil sump, the one that transporting oil from the turbine down, the connector, the inlet thing was broken. It's pretty unlucky because that's one of the only parts that we used for this build that was not the best quality. We knew it from the beginning, but at the point that we were putting a car together, that was the only available option. So when we were putting engine together, we used that part with a thoughts in mind that we need to replace it soon with a good quality part, which of course I forgot. And this is probably why the engine is gone. And it's a bummer because I really love driving this car, and it was driving so nicely. It's middle of summer, you know, I want to enjoy it, and we put so much work into this car. And if this engine is gone, it's probably gonna be, you know, stuck for a couple of weeks, if not months. If it's just the inlet, if it's just the connector broke, then we are good. We just change the connector, put the oil in it, and then hopefully it's gonna run fine. But because the engine got stuck and it locked the back wheels, I think that's when the piston got stuck in a cylinder, and then that means the engine's probably dead. But let's have a look. I'll show you the thing. There was this AN connector that broke off. See, it's this one. Just snapped. We knew the part is low quality. It's like very low quality aluminum inlet, but like I said, we didn't have anything else to use at that time. We were supposed to change it, but it's pretty sad. camera. Okay, the car is back in the garage and we're gonna remove the oil filter just to see what can we find inside. I don't think this is the way you should do it, Boogie.
Ah, sorry.
Boogie's gonna cut open the oil filter so we can see what's inside, if we can see any debris and pieces of steel. And then also we're gonna take out the intake and we're gonna have a look inside the turbocharger itself, if it spins, if it's fine or if it's broken. No, weź go. Okay, so the turbo is dead, and there's a second one that we bought not a long time ago. You can clearly see it's broken.
Yeah, turbo.
Alright, turbo for sure, but then we need to think if how's the engine like, because the turbo is taking oil with this hose that broke off. The turbo is getting the oil from the engine, and if this hose broke off completely when we were driving, that means that we lost all the oil. So now the question is, when did we lose all the oil, and if the engine was running for a longer time without it? If yes, then bye-bye the engine. And then we do V8 swap, right? Because the V8s are the only engines that work.
And Miata engines.
No, Miata engines, no. Bozo broke it. But M50.
But that's because he forgot to put oil for you.
M50.
He did. M50.
Nie będzie tego tak chyba widać.
A co to było coś?
No.
So there is some debris, but we don't know how much of it is from Boogie's angle grinder. To know for sure, we need to raise the car, drop the oil sump, and have a look at the... Jak jest panewka po angielsku?
Panewka.
Pokaż.
Yo, Mr. Eva.
Panewka.
Mr. Eva.
No jak tak to było, to nie chuja,
A daj to do góry nogami, tak wytrzeb jakby.
Co jest? Sykamy krechę. Kryształ.
There is not any big pieces. There's like something is there, but yeah, you cannot know for sure. The turbo is dead for sure, and about the engine, we're probably gonna have to check tomorrow because it got dark. Also tomorrow we're gonna move on with this. We're gonna move on to the front and do the front arches. And by the end of the week, I want to have this car ready for painting. Then we're gonna paint it. Then we're gonna install the fuel system and do all this other nice stuff.
Team Blue Monkey color.
Team Monkey?
Tak.
Kierę kurwa, one wszystkie są mokre. A nie masz takiego do oleju?
Nie mam takiego.
Z góry se to odkuł.
Okay, let's see how much oil is there.
Ale nie mogę tak żartować.
Ja.
Patrz, pusto. Nothing.
Chyba nie ma...
Nothing.
Nie ma oleju.
Ale nic.
To zakręć.
Ej, co to?
Good morning, we have next day and we are ready to raise the S13, drop the oil sump and see what can we find inside.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Let's find out how is it this time. Okay, we have a car on top and we need to get rid of the oil sump, but firstly, to have room, we need to get rid of the anti-roll bar, and then it should be fairly easy to just unscrew all those little ones and pull it down.
Oj, oj. Oj, oj.
So, pokaż. Okay, so I guess the engine is dead. So in the engine there is many debris. Some of them are big like this. So now the only thing that's left is to see how much dead is the engine. If it's only the bearings that are on an actual shaft, we can just replace the bearings, the turbo, and that'll be it. But it's a big chance that also the shaft that's in the engine is also scratched, broken, and then the whole engine is pretty much garbage. We're gonna find out any moment.
It's good.
Sounds good. One of them's not gonna be good.
Oh, there's a scratch.
Nie, jest troszkę
But it's not...
little
Scratch,
scratch.
but nothing criminal.
O, to jest to.
Upper is always worse than low.
Not exist.
Now we see where the problem was.
Not exist.
Nie, ale zagrzałem je wczoraj.
Ah, did you?
And we got the...
We decided that the best way is to remove the engine, open it, see how everything looks, and replace the broken parts with the new ones. Challenge: how long would it take you to take out the engine from this car?
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah?
2 hours on distance.
Okay. It's about... Wait, okay, it's 2:40. So you have time.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's 4:25 and the engine is out of the car. So Adash wasn't lying that he can do it in 2 hours. It only took actually 1.5 hours because it took us...
I never lie.
It only took us 20 minutes to, you know, find all the stuff that put it outside the car. So 1.5 hours to take the engine out, not bad.
Not good, not bad. Średnio.
Now the boys are gonna tear the engine apart to see what's inside. I'm gonna clean the engine bay. And Marek... Marek is sanding. I just said you sanding. The engine is disassembled completely. We just need to now get rid of this pulley and then pull the head up to look inside.
Piłki? Sturba. Widać podłogę.
It's not supposed to be there.
But it's not something super bad. Jeszcze mamy jechać? Au? To jest panewka, ścieżka.
So we have all the engine disassembled. This is what's left from the engine. That a couple hours ago was the full assembled engine. And this is everything that we took apart from it. And a quick conclusion is the pistons are looking good. The crankshaft we thought is looking good apart from this bit here. The block, as you can see, this bearing is missing and here it's scratched. So we're gonna send the block, they're gonna check it and remachine the thing. We're gonna also send the crankshaft, they're gonna remachine this thing. And we're also gonna buy new bearings and a new turbocharger and then put everything back together.
Sometimes it's just good to... Yeah, we really didn't want to do this at first, taking everything out, taking the engine out, but then we're like, sometimes you just need to do it.
Yeah, but we know why it happened, so we're just gonna put it back together with new knowledge.
More care.
And
we need an oil pressure gauge.
oil pressure and oil level gauge.
Yeah.
It actually didn't take so long to do this. So what time is it?
Well,
4 hours.
No,
4 hours to take the engine out and disassemble it completely. See what's wrong. And
now we have a game plan.
now we have a game plan. Game plan. Bozo cleaned the engine bay, so the engine bay is clean here. Ready for the new engine. And yeah.
I have one question.
What question?
Why you steal my look?
Well, no engine
Why
look.
you steal my style, man?
I don't know, I just
What
like
I
your
do?
style. I thought I'm gonna copy you.
Welcome in the team, bro. My guy.
No engine team. There's something I need to tell you. I'm gonna miss this car. Building this car was first time of many things in my life and also in the channel. It was the first time we built a car from a bare shell. It was the first time we had our hands on a turbo car. It was also the first time that was professionally painted and everything. Amount of very cool content, great memories of putting it all together, and also then great memories of driving this thing, taking it to events. And I think, in my opinion, this is the most beautiful car we own. We used to own, because we are just normal people. We have limited budget. We are like everyone else. So to be able to buy a car in Japan, we had to sacrifice one of the cars we owned. And this car, being very cool car, it also is a car that for the most time it was just standing in a garage. I daily my A86, so it's not a daily car. It's not really a show car as well. It's just a nice street car, which is super cool to have, to own. But I don't really see a point of owning a car just for sake of owning it. And when I had opportunity to buy a car in Japan at Ebisu, and the car that gives us just so much joy when driving it at Ebisu, I didn't think for too long to sell this one. And as much as it hurts me at this moment, because obviously the car is beautiful, it drives very well and blah blah blah, but back then in Japan, when we had, very short time to make a decision about buying JZX right there, I didn't think for too long. This car is beautiful, but it has to go. So now I just took it for the one last ride. The people that are buying this car, they've been here today morning, they checked the car and we agreed on selling it. So today is the last day that the car is here. I don't know, feels a bit sad, but I think life is all about making decisions, and I think it's a good decision. So, one last look. See you later. It's going to Germany. It's going to be in Germany. The guy said he's going to bring it to Altri, so we're going to see this car still later this year, and I hope the new owner is going to enjoy it as much as we did. Good car. And I think this is the end of this video. I'm sorry to finish the video off with such a sad note, but back in the garage we just sand the car. I'm not gonna film how we're sanding the car for the next, 2 days. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey with Sileighty, and I also hope you enjoyed our work on the Skyline, and yeah, cannot wait for the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one.